If you've ever tried running webinars with Zoom, you've probably run into at least one of these problems. You need webinar functionality, but suddenly you're paying extra for webinar add-ons. You need registration pages, so now you're looking for a separate landing page builder. You need reminder emails, so you're paying for an email marketing tool. You want automated webinars, and things start getting even more complicated. Before you know it, you're managing 4 or 5 different tools just to host a single webinar. That's exactly why I decided to take a closer look at WebinarNinja. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through WebinarNinja from start to finish, show you how the platform works, explore its AI features, and see whether it's actually one of the best webinar platforms for lead generation. And if you'd like to follow along, WebinarNinja offers a free 14-day trial, so you can test everything yourself using the link in the description below. Let's get started. So here we are on the WebinarNinja homepage. At its core, WebinarNinja is an all-in-one webinar platform designed for businesses, coaches, consultants, SaaS founders, educators, and marketers who want to generate leads, sell products, onboard customers, or train their audience through webinars. One thing that immediately stands out is that WebinarNinja isn't trying to be just another video conferencing tool. The platform is designed specifically around webinars and lead generation. According to WebinarNinja, over 30,000 businesses have used the platform, more than 3 million webinars have been delivered, and over 10 million leads have been captured through the system. Now let's take a look at some of the major webinar formats supported. The first is live webinars. These are your traditional live events where you can interact with attendees in real time using chat, Q&A sessions, polls, presentations, and offers. Then there's automated webinars. This is one of the features that really caught my attention because automated webinars allow you to create a webinar once and continue generating leads long after the live session has ended. For businesses focused on lead generation, this can be extremely powerful. Next, we have series webinars. These allow you to create multiple webinar sessions under a single registration link, making them ideal for training programs, online workshops, coaching programs, and educational content. There's also hybrid webinars. This combines pre-recorded content with live interaction, so you can scale your presentations while still engaging with attendees in real time. As I scroll through the homepage, one of the recurring themes is simplicity. Unlike many webinar solutions that require attendees to install software or download applications, WebinarNinja allows attendees to join directly through their browser. No app downloads. No complicated setup, no technical barriers, just click a link and join. For large, medium, growing businesses and SaaS founders, that's important because every extra step creates friction that can reduce attendance rates. Another thing worth mentioning is scalability. WebinarNinja supports up to 1,000 live attendees at once. Automated webinars support unlimited attendees. You also get unlimited registrants and unlimited webinar storage. So whether you're hosting a small training session or a large lead generation webinar, the platform can scale with your business. And if you're planning to sell access to webinars, WebinarNinja integrates directly with Stripe, allowing you to accept payments without needing additional software. Now let's take a look at the sign-up process. To get started, simply click on the Start Free Trial button. The registration process is straightforward. All you need to do is enter your name, email address, company name, create a password, choose the attendee tier that matches your needs, and click Continue. Then enter your billing information. And no, you will not be charged until your 14-day trial period elapses. There are no complicated technical requirements. Within a few minutes, you're ready to start building webinars. After creating your account and logging in, you'll arrive inside the WebinarNinja dashboard. To create your first webinar, simply click Create Webinar. Immediately, you'll notice how organized the setup process is. Instead of bouncing between multiple tools, WebinarNinja walks you through everything step by step. The first thing you'll do is choose your webinar type. You can select Live Webinar for real-time events, Automated Webinar for evergreen lead generation, or Series Webinar if you're running multiple sessions under a single registration system. Hybrid webinars can be created from the live webinar option by just uploading a pre-recorded video along with the setup. For businesses focused on lead generation, automated webinars are especially valuable because they allow your webinar to continue generating leads even when you're not actively presenting. Now, let's take a look at the automated webinar option. For lead generation experts, coaches, consultants, and SaaS founders, this is where WebinarNinja really shines. Instead of hosting the same webinar over and over again, you can record it once and have it continue generating leads for you automatically. To get started, select the automated webinar option. The first step is to enter your webinar title. Make sure you give it a clear and compelling name so attendees immediately understand what they'll be learning. You can ask AI to suggest one for you. Next, choose whether your webinar will be free or paid. If you select the paid option, WebinarNinja will prompt you to connect your Stripe account so you can start collecting payments directly from registrations. The setup process is straightforward and only takes a few minutes. After that, set your webinar visibility. You can choose between public or private depending on who you want to access the webinar. You'll also need to enter the name of the webinar host. Next comes the scheduling section, and WebinarNinja makes this surprisingly easy. Simply choose how you want your webinar to run, select the days you want it to repeat, and set your start and end dates if needed. If you click into the advanced settings, you'll find even more control. For example, you can limit the number of available dates shown to attendees or remove specific dates from the schedule. This gives you a lot of flexibility when planning your evergreen webinar campaigns. Now it's time to add your pre-recorded webinar video. Simply click the Upload button here. WebinarNinja gives you multiple options. You can upload a video directly from your computer or import one from YouTube by simply pasting the video link. Once your video has been added, click Save and Next to move to the registration settings page. Here you'll find two registration modes. Choose the one that best matches your webinar goals. Next, fill in the registration details and scroll down to the Attendee Approval section. WebinarNinja allows you to either approve attendees automatically or review registrations manually before granting access. If you open the advanced settings, you can also control who is allowed to register. For example, you can allow or restrict attendees from specific domains or geographic locations. Once everything looks good, click Save and Next. The next section is Email Notifications. This is where WebinarNinja helps automate a large part of your webinar workflow. You can configure registration confirmations, reminder emails, follow-up emails, and other attendee communications. To customize an email, simply click Edit Email. From there, you can modify the subject line, customize the content, choose your sender address, save your changes, and even send yourself a test email before publishing. After setting up your email sequence, click Next to move on to the registration page. WebinarNinja includes several templates that make this process quick and easy. Simply select a template and start customizing it. You can click on any element to edit the text, add new content, remove buttons, customize calls to action, and preview the final page before saving. Click Next to move on to the Thank You page. WebinarNinja includes several templates that make this process quick and easy. Simply select a template and start customizing it. Next, you'll arrive at the Language Settings page. This is another feature I really like because WebinarNinja supports multiple languages, making it easier to reach a global audience. Even better, attendees can view content in their preferred language, creating a much better user experience. Now let's move on to the Preferences section. This is where you can fine-tune your webinar experience. For example, you can choose whether to display social sharing buttons on the attendee page, the replay page, or both. You can disable registration after the webinar ends or continue accepting registrations. You can show or hide attendee lists, disable public chat, enable private messaging, and customize how attendees interact during the webinar. If you're promoting a product or service, you'll also appreciate the ability to display offer pop-ups at strategic moments during the webinar. You can even create poll pop-ups to increase engagement and gather valuable audience insights. One feature that really stands out is the AI summary tool. After your webinar ends, WebinarNinja can automatically transcribe and summarize the session using AI. You can choose whether those summaries are visible only to you, shared with your co-organizers, or made available to everyone. Now, this next section is where the real conversion opportunities begin. For your registration confirmation and webinar completion experience, you can either use WebinarNinja's built-in pages or redirect attendees to your own custom pages. This is extremely powerful because it allows you to guide attendees toward a specific action after they register or finish watching your webinar. For example, you might send them to a booking page, a product sales page, a lead capture page, or any other destination that supports your marketing goals. If you're running advertising campaigns, this is also where you'll configure tracking tools such as Facebook Pixel and the LinkedIn Insight tag so you can properly measure your results. Once everything is configured, you can save these settings as your default setup for future webinars, which can save a lot of time down the road. Now click Next to proceed to the final step. Here you'll find your webinar registration link. You can copy this link and share it across your social media platforms, include it in email campaigns, send it to prospects, or use it as the destination for your paid advertising campaigns. Once you're ready, click Save and Finish. And that's it. Your automated webinar is now live and ready to start generating registrations. You'll find it listed inside your WebinarNinja dashboard, where you can manage registrations, track performance, and make updates whenever needed. Overall, the setup process is remarkably straightforward. Even if you've never created an automated webinar before, WebinarNinja guides you through every step, making it possible to go from idea to launch in a surprisingly short amount of time. If you'd like to try WebinarNinja for yourself, click the link in the description and start your free 14-day trial today. Test the platform, create your first webinar, explore the AI features, and see if it's the right fit for your business. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.